What's up, everybody? How you doing, man? Welcome to another episode from Broke to Millions. Thanks so much for joining us, man. We got a great show today. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff today, man. One of the big things we're going to talk about is why buy apartments now. You know, why is the time now? I mean, every time's a great time. Then 2 ways to invest in apartments. All right. There's multiple ways we're going to show you. We're going to share some success stories. And then I'm going to actually do a student housing deal analysis. And we're going to use the big deal analyzer. That's that financial calculator I've been telling you about that analyze apartments in seconds. So you can get a copy of this, all right? So the big deal analyzer I'm going to share with you as well. And then we're going to do our millionaire mindset as always, all right? So, hey, switch to that camera so they can see what this is brought to you by. Today's show is brought to you by the Big Deal Workshop. Hey, guys, coming in a couple of weeks, June 7th, June through the 8th, Cincinnati, Ohio, at the Sharonville Delta, we'll be doing the Big Deal Workshop where we'll talk about how we analyze large deals. We'll talk about apartments and hotels. So look, guys, you want to learn about how to analyze big deals. If you're struggling with that, hey, come to the Big Deal Workshop where I'll be there live. Wendell will be there, some of my lawyers as well, some of my people that do loans. All those different people will be there in the building. So guys, if you're trying to figure out how to do deals, how to analyze, we'll be there to help you. It's also sponsored by the Soda. That's our project down in Sarasota, Florida. So if you want to be a part of that project, you want to buy a condo or you want to invest in this deal, just go to NassauInvest.com, NassauInvest.com, and at that you can get sign up on my investor list. All right, be a part of the investor list. And even if you don't want to be a part of this deal, just sign up on the investor list. All right. So guys, today we're going to talk about why buy apartments now. So look, guys, one of the reasons why it's important, man, in this segment, we're going to share with you the massive wealth building opportunity as billions, literally billions of dollars of apartments are going to go into foreclosure. And, you know, how can you do apartment deals with no money down? Some of you don't have the different way. So, but first, why buy apartments? We're going to use what we call ideal. All right. The first reason is the income. All right, one of the main reasons why you want to buy apartments is because of the income. You get more income and more secure due to lower vacancy risk. All right, that's one of the main reasons why you want to buy apartments. Okay, the more units you got, the more you increase the rents, the higher you can increase your income. And that's one of the main reasons why we love doing apartments here. Okay, so using the income is one of the main reasons, okay? And then another reason is the depreciation. Oh my goodness, man. The bigger the depreciation, the more tax write-off you do to the cost segregation. Guys, there's multiple times I've done apartment deals. There's multiple reasons, like I've done multiple deals and I did so much construction work. My first year, even though I had a profit, I was able to depreciate and write off all these expenses. Not only that, I had a carryover. So guys, what does that all mean? Meaning, hey there, I hope you're enjoying this video. If you want to learn more about real estate investing, check out my free live podcast I do every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. All you have to do is text the word podcast to 206-803-8068. Hope to see you there. Let's say I had $100,000 net, right? And then you do a straight line depreciation. Basically, you take your acquisition cost, your closing costs, now I don't particularly use my CapEx, like my renovation, because when I first do the deal and I renovate, I can immediately write my renovation cost off once that property comes online. So let's say I put $300,000 into the project to renovate. As soon as I'm able to finish the renovation or get the property online, I literally can write that $300,000 off. Then on top of it, if I have the $2 million, right, the $2 million, I can do a straight line depreciation. That's about a 27 and a half year that I can do on the apartment. All right. And so instead of paying $100,000, let's say the net cash flow is $50,000. Well, then with the $50,000, and then I had $50,000 to depreciate that year, it offsets my gains. All right, so I only have to pay taxes. That's one of the great things about depreciation. Did anybody get that? Do you understand? You catch it when I'm throwing. Is that what you got it? You catch it when I'm throwing? Do you got that? Okay. And guys, let us know where you're checking in from. If you type in the chat, especially if you guys on Zoom, tell us where you're checking in from. Caught that in San Francisco. You got it, brother. Indianapolis. All right, guys. The other thing is equity. All right. You listen, you get more tenants paying down your loan. That pays down the principal. Right. And so not only that, you're winning in multiple ways. The easy way is, like I said, you pay down your principal. You guys get that? All right. So you got the mortgage payment, you paying interest and principal. So let's say you borrowed $1 million. Well, after 10 years, that principal might have went down to 900,000. You only own 900,000, right? Here's the other thing. You can force the appreciation of value, meaning you created value by doing renovations. So you force the appreciation. And so by forcing appreciation, you increased even more value. All right. How do you force it? You renovate it and then you push the rents. So let's say you push the rents $50 a unit and you have 100 units, right? So 50 times 100, that's $5,000 more a month. 5,000 times 12 is $60,000 more. You divide that by about an 8 cap, that creates $850,000 in value. Guys, that's how you create equity. Just simply increasing the rent, simply doing renovations. The next thing is appreciation. Everybody hit appreciation. Type in appreciation if you're listening. Appreciation. All right. There we go. There we go. You force appreciated by increasing NOI, which we just talked about there. All right. You got equity and appreciation. All right. So listen, we're creating a true ideal apartment. All right. So I think you got it. What was the first one? What's the first ideal? I'm going to give it away, income. And then what does the D stand for? Depreciation. There we go. What does the E stand for? Do we know what the E stands? There we go. We all here. And the A stands for? I think you got it. All right. And the last one, does anybody know what the L stand for? Leverage. Leverage. There you go. My man got it. You want to leverage that. And because the more you can leverage it, the better your return is. The less equity you put in the deal, the better the return is going to be. Hey guys, you guys on Instagram, YouTube, wherever you are, double tap that screen, send your hearts and loves. YouTube, hey man, click subscribe. And guys, thanks so much for joining the idea. You got it, Jay. Listen guys, 56.1 billion of multifamily mortgages are maturing this year. In 2023, 56.1 billion of multifamily mortgages are maturing this year. And here are some facts from the Mortgage Bankers Association. Click that back to me. You know, some of these mortgages are going to foreclosure, and I'm asking you, are you ready to take advantage of this? Instagram, are you ready? Show me some hearts if you're ready on Instagram. And Zoom, tell me, are you ready? Like, are you ready to really take advantage of this? Because some of you guys are sitting around waiting for your opportunity. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? Amelia, thank you so much. Amelia. And so guys, you got to take advantage of these different opportunities here. And we're gonna go into why. All right. Here's an example of a $1 billion in multifamily loans in foreclosure. All right, look, this lender is seeking to sell $1 billion in lapsed loans tied to oh, that's the big apartments in New York, right? Is that New York or LA?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. The Veritas apartments. I don't even think they finished. Is that, or they just got it up and done and they got to sell it off. $1 billion deal that went into foreclosure. Let me tell you how that's going to work out, because they can't afford to get rid of that, right? So, you know, when you're borrowing that kind of money, they're going to restructure his debt unless he just doesn't have capacity to manage this and put this all together. You know, I see them working with him.
Yeah, but
now if it was $1 million, $2 million, they're gonna foreclose them. Like, get the flock out right now, player. I mean, this is where the opportunity comes in, man. You got to be able to seize the opportunity and not wait. You know, some people like, man, I'll take it. I'll work on it in 5-6 years in my program. Look, man, I'm a no BS. No BS. This is, you got to be real. I can't even say it like that. Guys, if you're going to take advantage and start changing your financial life for you and your family, I need you to ask yourself this question. No bullshit. What will it take? Right? No bullshit. What will it take? You know, you don't have 5 or 6 years. You got 6 months. You have to be brutally honest with yourself. What would you do different in order for you to be successful? And look, there's no wrong or right answers, just trade-offs. What are you going to do to obtain your financial freedom? I mean, look, do you want to invest in or own apartment buildings? Look, text the word MFH. I was about to say, is that MOFO? Text the word MOFO, multifamily housing, it's multifamily housing, to 206-803-8068. As a matter of fact, if you got a question for today's show, if you think it's blurred, text 206-803-8068. But if you want to invest or own apartment buildings, just text 206-803-8068. All right.